I think we should be
Oh.
live by now, shouldn't we?
I've got 15 seconds on the clock. I'm going to click it.
Click it.
Click it.
Click it real good. Meow, 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 meow.
I think we're live. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Let's just see if we're live on my screen.
Hopefully, I've got it muted on mine, so we're not going to get any feedback.
I've got us from going from. I've got 15 seconds, so I'm glad we didn't do anything unprofessional there.
Oh, there we are, dancing away.
Yeah.
Good evening, everybody. How are you doing?
Hello, everybody. Michael, how are you today?
We'll let a few more people join, but my day has been terrifying, I think the word is. So part of it is my fault. It's definitely user error. All of it is user error.
Oh, yes. I thought we were going to lead into this to make it a whole thing of it, not just have it as an anecdote at the beginning. But that's fine. That's fine. You do you, mate. You do you.
I don't know. I had, well, we'll go into more detail in a bit. So coming up in the show, we have Mikey's disastrous deleting most of his work throughout the week without realizing he's deleted it. And
then saving it.
It came in clutch, but...
No, I mean, now you saved it once it was deleted.
Yes, yeah, not great thing. But yes, I've got a few things. I'm actually going to report some of the things to Blender. I'm going to report it, I am. But yeah, I'll go into more detail in that in a moment.
I'm going to say hello to Slacks and Render and Rotterick and ow, Pointy Cat and Gerard and Melicon and Vertex and Todd and Render again.
If anybody thinks Jan's a little low in the mix, that's because he screamed earlier, so I turned him down.
I didn't scream. It was a manly battle cry.
He was being beaten up by one of his cats.
Hello, Jenny. And hello, Munsa. And hello, everybody. Terrifying as from terrific. Yes. Well, terrific as from terrifying, in fact. Yeah, Mikey gave me a message this morning. It's like, do you have a few minutes to chat? Like, yeah, sure. Okay, let me get some coffee. I'll do the same. Meet up. He's like, do you remember all those things I made? Yeah. Look.
They're not here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's barbaric Yorp.
Something along those lines. So yes, welcome everybody. We're going to have a bit of a Blender focus today. We've not had one of those for a while. Yes. And we might be a bit over the place. I also want to talk about later about something Jan and I were chatting about, whether it's cheating or whether it's just having fun with the game or whether it's just exploiting a flaw in the game's programming and how as programmers and game developers we can actually try and prevent that sort of thing from happening.
Down in front.
You've got a funny shaped moustache today.
Ow. Why?
Today will be the day.
Ow.
So. Oh dear. So yes, that is what's happening. If Jan yelps, he's being punctured.
Yes, it's randomized acupuncture, the new thing from the cat. Yeah, so we have that. We want to show you the current iteration of the prototype of Space Invadux.
Yep.
Of course, I've been recording, although I'm going back and redoing some of my recording because I realized I've put too much content in the early videos, which means that the first few videos where you really want to make sure that everyone's on track, I'm teaching about 5 or 6 things per video rather than one thing. So go back and redo those.
It's actually quite a common thing when we're recording. I've made a syllabus, followed along with the syllabus, and it turns out that you either get a bit too excited or you start expanding on something you're talking about, and you're like, why can't I get this video to around 10 minutes? It's got to be. Usually we aim for around the 10-minute mark, usually between 8 and 12, realistically. Apart from those times when it does take you a while, like in Blender, sometimes it just takes a while to model something. But then you go back to, why can't I narrow this down? And you realize listening back to, you've probably gone over 3 topics instead of just the one. And
it's also, you've been in the weeds of the prototype and trying to sort of get it to the right stage. And okay, everything's ready. And you've gone over, in my case, your code, and in Mikey's case, your build and your everything else. You think, yep, okay, this is looking good enough to teach. And then you start teaching and you find yourself just hitting the highlights rather than teaching it. And it's interesting because we're very careful not to make what I would call recipe videos, right? Which is, hi guys, today I'm going to teach you how to use a navigation mesh in the AutoTAR system. So here's my thing, and first thing I'm going to do is do this, 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 and this, and there we go. We have navigation. Thanks, like and subscribe. Which is great if you want to solve a single problem, but doesn't actually teach you the system.
Yeah.
So we want to sort of, we're very keen to keep our pedagogy down to. Someone yelled at me actually recently. Pedagogy is for teaching children. Andragogy, I believe, is for teaching adults. But I don't care. I'm going to call it pedagogy. So we like to keep our pedagogy
Why not?
quite solid.
Why not call it pedagogy? Why not?
There's one person who might be watching this is going to get very annoyed we just did that. But it's really down to making sure that there's actually a learning journey. So yeah, got to go back and do that. But it's looking good. I'm really happy with how it's going so far.
I'm going to simulate how my file. No, I'm not. I'll jump into that in a moment. I don't want to accidentally. You know what I should do? I'm jumping all over the place because I'm nervous about editing this live. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually make a copy.
Ooh.
So that even if I do decide to make a pig's ear out of it, it will still, in fact, work for me later.
Making a pig's ear out of it is a traditional, specifically Southern English phrase, I would think.
Maybe.
Is it from the north?
I don't know.
Anyway, it's a very English phrase. It means to make a mess of.
Yes.
Which is very unfair on pigs.
And also, I didn't use that type of language earlier on today. I used a rather blue language instead.
Bada bee bada boo.
Something like that. Cool.